Video games have become a dominant force in popular culture in the last decade or so, and have greatly evolved from simply being side-scrolling based games to a medium full of immense richness and content that can have real and impactful applications for things such as education. At the YMCA Academy, we have an interdisciplinary course about history and geography with a use of one game to teach students experientially, Sid Meier's Civilization IV. The game is a turn-based strategy game in which players attempt to build an empire to stand the test of time. Players take on the role of a leader of a civilization, for example, Augustus of the Roman Empire, and from there they micromanage their empire, along with major tasks involving exploration, warfare, research, diplomacy, and economics. This gives students a great benefit of living out history for themselves, as being at the helm of decision-making for certain scenarios is a much more effective way of learning history than just simply reading about history or being told. Geography also becomes a great importance of decision-making for players, as their choice of geographical locations of their empire can affect their civilization's progress and prosperity, and what makes it better is experiencing it firsthand. In the course, the curriculum expectations are broken into 3 parts, as each part incorporates the expectations in a different way through use of tools such as journals, assignments, and oral presentations. The first part, before students can play the game, they're introduced to 3 units: processes and methods of research, theory and foundation, and implementation, evaluation, impacts, and consequences. In each unit, students demonstrate their knowledge and understanding of the curriculum expectations via assignments. The second part, where most of the course is spent, students begin to play the game on a weekly basis. From Monday to Thursday, students play the game, with each week focusing on a specific expectation. While playing the game, students are tasked with filling journals to help them realize the answers to the curriculum expectation that week's game is based on. On Friday, students gather around a table, using their daily journals for that day to discuss the successes and struggles of their empire and how it impacted their stability. The third and final part spans 3 weeks, wherein students spend this time working on their year-end culminating summative assignment. Each week, students play the game and write a research assignment on one of 6 topics. The 3 assignments must be based on the same civilization they have been playing since the start of the second part of the course.
The whole factor that you are a certain civilization and you're playing as that character, you have to think about the different things that will affect your society. So it's a lot more than just a game. It's more of like you're living that life. And so to be able to think that each move you make will affect you in the future, it's really, I don't know, it's really cool, because like everything you do has an effect on what you do later on, and it's like that whole aspect that you control your civilization. It's more than just a game, it's a learning experience, and it's making history. Well, by playing his civilization, you get to put yourself in the shoes of whoever you're playing as. So it's a very interactive course, and it gets you really into it. So not only are you learning history, but you're also playing in the role of whoever you're learning. So opposed to sitting down and reading about it in a textbook, you're actually going and you're taking different scenarios and you're playing it, and you're watching what happens and you're learning for the roles. So what's better than actually like getting experience? It's hands-on, and for someone like me who's a visual learner, this was the best way to get the information across.
By playing, by not learning through a textbook is one as a big thing in civilization. You get to play it the game. You get to learn about the history of each nation and the battles, the trade routes that they did, the alliances that were made and betrayed in the same way. Also, you learn about different kind of like warriors that they use, the weaponry that they use, which I never really learned through a textbook. By just getting in a situation, a scenario in the game, you get to learn how to combat, fight each other, and understand the importance of the nation and how to make your people happy. Students can learn by playing a game and also helping with the course that they're taking. It could be a science course, they can have a game, geography, English, math. Can really help students who don't like those courses interested, and to give them like a really fun and interesting experience of learning a different way than other courses in other schools don't do. And if people understand that they play civilization, they get to learn a lot from history and geography. It would be really fun to like see other courses that have those kind of components in games.
I think that, you know, if it's like for younger grades, or you know, grades that are mature to the point where they realize that they're not playing a video game but they're playing it for the purpose of education, I think it's really like it's a great idea if you have things set like the rules, because you know, it's one thing to read off of a textbook and understand it just like any other classroom, but to go out there and let's say have a field trip, it's a lot more, it sticks with you longer than reading about it. So, you know, you can't go back into history and you can't go and like visit the place where a war is happening currently. But what you can do is use that video game to kind of like create a case or a scenario like that, and it's really like, I don't know, it's really cool to be able to put yourself in that situation and learn from it.